told your friend you're not okay? And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way.
So I started this leg day like I do every leg day with adductors. I worked up to 2 top sets of 10 to 12 reps. You can see here I'm getting a full stretch and a full squeeze and contraction for every single rep. These are a great way to build that thickness on your legs. So alongside your quads from the front, it just builds that symmetrical look and obviously makes them look a bit thicker. But yeah, great way to warm up before your heavier compound moves of like squats and leg press too. So yeah, this was the first exercise of this leg day.
Look away, but I've known you too long. It hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away.
Next up was Smith machine squats. So for this, I do 2 sets of 7 to 9 reps. I do make sure my warm-up sets are pretty heavy just to make sure I'm fully prepped for these 2 top sets. I used to do a pendulum squat, but I wasn't a biggest fan of the machine and sort of the resistance profile on there. So I feel these a hell of a lot more on my quads. Obviously, as narrow stance as possible, making sure I get as low as possible while maintaining a flat back. But yeah, 2 sets of 7 to 9 reps and first heavy compound lift of this leg day.
As you fade away. As you fade away.
Moving on to 2 sets of 8 to 10 on leg press. I do a double drop set on the second set of this, which is horrific, but I just find it a great way to fully burn out my quads on this final compound lift. Form tips on here. Obviously, just make sure you're going as low as is comfortably possible. You don't want your lower back rounding off the pad. Can cause some horrific lower back issues. And I'm making sure I don't lock out just to keep tension on the quads the whole way through. Again, pretty narrow stance so I can fully focus on isolating the quads. But yeah, 2 sets on this and it's a great finisher from my my Smith machine squats.
I'm going through hell. I'm fake like I'm fine, but I know you can't tell. Like nothing I found, my mind overwhelms. I think that I'm broken, but I hope you can't help. I know I'm not perfect, but some days I can.
Moving on to calves, so I do 3 sets of 15 down to 8 reps on this. I'm just making sure I hit all the rep ranges because I found that's best for calf growth. Again, just make sure you get a full stretch at the bottom and full squeeze and contraction at the top. I find the standing variations of these better for calf growth than the seated, but if you can fit both into your plan, obviously that's best. But yeah, like I said, 3 sets of 8 to 15 reps on this one.
I know you told your friend you're not okay. And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. I guess you're trying to stay strong.
Last up for quads was 3 sets of 10 to 12 on leg extensions. I do add a mat to the pad on this machine. It just makes sure I can get as much stretch as possible on my quads, making each rep as difficult as possible. I am meant to do this after leg press, but my quads are in bits, so I did treat myself to calves in between.
Look away, but I've known you too long. It hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away. As you fade away. As you fade away.
So last exercise of this leg day is lying hamstring curls for 2 sets of 8 to 12 reps. I have been getting cramp on these because I haven't been doing them for a while, so I'm just making sure every rep is sort of as controlled as possible to prevent that happening. I had been doing RDLs for quite some time, so yeah, it's nice to do these and get some direct hamstring focusing. But yeah, that completes this leg day. it's now Monday and I've just finished my first pull workout of the week, which was back and biceps. Obviously the video I've just ran through was my one leg day of the week, which I do on a Sunday. I just find it better training legs at the weekend. I've got more food in me, a bit more energy, obviously not having to work all day. But yeah, that was my leg workout, and I'll catch you in the next video.